Okay, we have a basic block built. What we want to do is create a world around or a box around the outside of this to make like a confines of the map, I guess you would say. We're going to click the block tool again. We're going to start in an upper corner and drag to a lower right corner. You can see in the side view how thick it is. I want it to be almost all the way, using as much space as I can, utilizing the entire map. A map this big would cause lots of lag and problems, but for now I'm just going to make like a skybox to make a world around, or an outside barrier to my map. So I'm going to click browse, and then down here in the filter, these are the textures. I'm going to type in sky. What it does, gives me a sky, and now I'm going to double click the sky, and with my mouse over one of the 3D views I'm going to press enter to create that block. You can see the block, you can't see the block anymore. If I click my selection tool and then zoom in on the line of the block I just created, you can see how big it is. Now that it's selected red, and I can manipulate it if I wanted to, so if I wanted to adjust it I could. It's pretty basic, click and drag stuff there. What I want to do is make this hollow. So if I click Tools and make Hollow, it asks how thick do you want the walls. 32 is fine, and what it's saying is how many of these smaller lines here. 32 of those is how thick the outside walls would be. So now for your 3D view here. With your mouse over the 3D view, just press Z, and if you move your mouse around, you can see that you can look all around. The W, A, S, and D keys will allow you to twist and turn and move forward, backward, side to side. To get out of that, you just press the Z key again, and your mouse is back to being able to be moved. Like, see, I can't move over to the grid views when I have the Z on. To change a texture, what you'll do is select your texture tool over here, which is the orange, blue, and green box. Select browse, and I have the sky in the filter. That's why there's only one texture, so I'm going to delete that out and just wait a second, and all my textures pop up. I can over here on the right, I can go up and down and just find some grass texture. Another way to do it would be to click in the filter and just type in grass, which is going to give me all the grass textures. Okay, now that I have the grass texture, if I click this now, it's going to select that because the mode is on lift and select. If I set the mode to apply textures only, it's going to apply the textures, apply texture and values, which would be the sound you hear if you were to walk on it. I'm just going to apply all because it's grass and each texture comes with its own sound. And then I'm just going to click once. What it did is it applied all of that texture. I'm going to unclick that, or click that again and click lift and select. Otherwise everything I click will get applied that texture. And I'm just going to X out of that. And now if I hit my Z key, I can zoom down in here and you can take a look at the the block I created. To create a wall, I'm just going to do the same thing I did to create the ground. I'm just going to click and drag a box, brush selection tool, click and drag a box, move it, make it however thick I want it to be, and then I'm going to check my side view to see where I've placed that block, and I want it to be above it. As you can see, the block, this block here, compared to where this is, you can see it's going down through it. So I want it to be lined up with it. So if I zoom in, taking a look at the block as you're creating it, you see the white outline. See how the bottom is a solid line? It's because it's not lined up exactly here. I'm just going to click and drag and line that up with the dotted line, and you'll see that the bottom line here turned into a dotted line, which indicates that it's touching a surface flush. I'm going to click browse, and I'm going to delete the word grass out of there, and I'm just going to find a wall texture, which is fine for me. I'm going to, with my mouse over one of the grid views, I'm just going to press enter, and it created the block. pretty basic, simple stuff. I can put my mouse over the center of it and move the entire block. I can hold shift, put with my mouse over the center, holding shift, click and drag, and let go of click, and then let go of shift, and I just duplicated the brush. Make a hallway, or to make a square room, or whatever you'd want to do. Another thing we can do, there's a cut tool. I'm going to go ahead and click the cut tool, and the red one, whatever one's highlighted, will get cut. And if I click and drag, what it does is it makes a line where I'm going to cut. If we look at the end of the brush, I would cut that off, and if I press enter, whatever's red is going to disappear. Whatever's red will disappear. Now it just disappeared. I still have my cut tool selected, so I can go ahead and make another cut. If I click this again, the white now is here, and the rest of the wall would disappear. If I click it again, neither side will disappear. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter. Now what it is, just slice the end of that block. If I select my selection tool, I can select the end of that block, and then I can grab the edge and drag it over to the edge of the other wall here to create an end to the hallway. Now if I wanted to make like a doorway in the end of that, I could just click the cut tool and cut a line, and cut a line, and then selection tool, select just the middle piece and grab the bottom of it and slide it up. I'll slide it down a little bit more. Now we have a nice little hallway with a little walkway on the end of it. That's about the basics of the brush tool.